On the river where they used to build the boats, by the harbour wall, the place you love the most. I can see you there alone, but are you known? I'll be there soon. All your life you worked your fingers to the bone. You worked hard for every little thing you own, that you gave away for years as if you'd known they were calling out. But if you could see me now, and if you could see me now, I hope that I'm making you proud. I hope that I'm making you proud. Proud. We're on a road to nowhere.
Welcome to Samford Till I Die, the road to BPL. At the end of 2015, Rangers had endured back-to-back relegations, dropping the club into Football Brisbane's basement of Capital League 4. With few players and a returning coach, Samford were at the crossroads as a community football club. Experienced past greats McKee, Godsall and Johnson were brought in to bolster a host of 17 and 18-year-olds on what would become the long road to the Brisbane Premier League.
We're out at the picturesque Samford Parklands. Our first ever Capital League 4 game we've had on the FBTV cameras. There's the home side. Samford Rangers take on Caboolture. There's Caboolture in their pre-match huddle. Two teams going through the pre-game ritual. Good crowd on hand out here at the Parklands. And these two sides sends this one long. One there by Harris. Forsyth touch on for Steele. Here's Forsyth again, gets goal side of that defender. Forsyth again in the box, goes himself. What a great individual goal there from Dane Forsyth. And the home side can barely contain their excitement. Forsyth gets the other side there of Nathan Kelly. Then goes on a run into the box. He's beaten two defenders by that time. And then around the penalty spot, pokes it. The two undefeated teams in Capital 4 across the table playing. Indeed, it's our first time that we've ever had Springfield on FBTV. Brought down. Free kick here for Donnelly Fagan. What a superb effort from Emran Donnelly Fagan. And Samford will be collecting all 3 points now. They've brought up the half dozen. Donnelly Fagan. Great effort past the keep. Find out the winner of Capital League 4 this season, but the winner will certainly be in the box seat to play the 2017 round. We're out at the Samford Parkland, round 17, Capital League 4. And Samford currently sits second on the table, behind third place North Brisbane. Samford do have the luxury of having a game in hand though. North Brisbane win tonight. Straight to Lockwood James. In full voice at the far side of the pitch. Riley Forsyth side getting to the far post. Was right. There's been a mistake. Samford have capitalised through Liam Harris, and the home side have doubled the lead. And straight off to the net shed. The free kick taken by Riley Forsyth. He couldn't get a clean grab on a Jason drive. Lurking the best of the attacking opportunities as reflected on the scoreboard. The North Brisbane looks to pull one back, and this time it's Lachlan James at the opposite end. Both keepers doing very well for their respective sides this evening. And Lachlan kick free kick was complete. The referee blows the full-time whistle. Samford goes top of the table, and they look in the box seat to claim Capital 4 in 2017. They're 2-0 victors over North Brisbane. Capital 4 Grand Final day. We're at John Fredericks Park for this clash between Samford Rangers and Kangaroo Point Rovers. Finishing first and third respectively on the table come the season's end as we take a look at the Samford Rangers line-up, and they'll be welcoming Dane Forsyth back into the squad, who's missed the recent weeks due to injury. The Kangaroo Point Rovers, we saw them in action, of course, against Bethania a couple of weeks ago where they got that last gasp victory. We're looking to replicate that sort of effort this afternoon. Take the sport. Toomey. It's going off at John Fredericks Park. Everyone's getting excited by the action, and even more so now because Doherty Cruz towards the 6-yard line. Keeper yells keeper. Ball ends up in the back of the net. And KPR look like Rovers have defeated Samford Rangers in the Capital League 4 Grand Final. KPR come out 2-0 winners over Samford. Afternoon for football at Kangaroo Point with Viva Brisbane Capital League 2 action. Today to Raymond Park. Two-team lineup, Kangaroo Point Rovers. Hopes of one-day finals support for Samford. The promotion. Oh, blasted in! There's a goal of the week contender. Second of the afternoon for Dane Forsyth to put his team ahead. Yeah, we got your number, Dane Forsyth. Don't you worry about that. Absolute belter from the edge of the box. It all goes on the line in this preliminary final to see who will take on AC Carina in next weekend's season decider. It's Samford Rangers taking on Westside. A bit of a surprise in the Samford Rangers lineup. Noted goal scorer Dane Forsyth will start from the bench for this preliminary final. Referee for this encounter, Gleeson will have this free kick. 5 in the wall for Westside, and he's found the back of the net to break the deadlock. 5 minutes into the second half, Brian Gleeson from the dead ball opportunity has put the Rangers ahead. Let's see how he managed to drift this one in. Sneaks in. So it comes to this, the final game of 2018 for Football Brisbane. It's the Brisbane Capital League Grand Final.
You know what it means.
Well, AC Carina, they can cap off an unbeaten season here today.
Take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best. Better than
it onto the crossbar. Kick! Lewandowski takes it first time, puts the header home football, but they won't have enough time to see whether they can pull back a goal.
Triple League One side St George Willawong and Samford Rangers go head to head here at St George's Park. St George go into this one after a convincing 3-0 victory over Muggle. Rangers, however, go away from home against Mountbatten. It should be a tightly contested match. The referee is Stephen, good control. Jabal on the left foot. It's a great save from Hagley. Pressure still on though. Get back in. And there's a free man back post. It's a great save from Hagley. Dropping the ball on the left. And here's Beaver. Nice ball into Harrison. Pulled down. It's Ryan Gleeson though. Gleeson looks to go for goal. What a fantastic strike from Ryan Gleeson. He pulled that one out of the top drawer, right into the roof of the net. No chance for Merison. When they needed him most, he comes up with something spectacular. And it's 1-1.
Round in the Village Law Brisbane Capital League 1 gets underway tonight for their fixture between the Samford Rangers and AC Carina. And the Rangers, if they were to win tonight, they'd move to just within 2 points of that top 4 with Western Spirit in that 4th spot. As for the Dolphins, well, if they were to lose tonight, then Lewandowski big block. Allthwaite's flown into that challenge and he's going to be shown the red card. Jack Allthwaite sent off. The challenge on Gifford. He's been shown the red card. Much to the disgust of the Dolphins. And we've seen a couple of them tonight. Corner here for the Rangers. There's the header. It's Gifford. Levels things up here, Aaron Gifford. He rose tallest from the corner. Not the biggest man on the park, but I tell you what, he made his presence count there. Brilliant header. Had a long Gleeson running at the Dolphins defenders, gets the shot away. Falls for Painter, still could be a chance. Painter back to O'Neill. Well, he missed one earlier on, but Stephen O'Neill doesn't miss this time, and the Samford Rangers have turned this game around and now lead 2-1. Brilliant composure from Paint. Blows his whistle for full time. Well, what an action-packed Friday night football match we've seen, and eventually the Samford Rangers will go out 2-1 winners to keep their finals hopes alive. And you've got to say, the game did change complexion once the red card was given. So it will be St George Willawong, crowned champions of the Village Law Brisbane Capital League 1.
Well, we're here today with Terry Kirkham, the new head coach for Samford Rangers. Welcome, Terry.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Look, the obvious question has to be, why Samford Rangers?
Look, it's a great local club. It's been around for a long time, and I've been down here many times when my son was playing as a junior, and ventured down here over the years. And when the opportunity came to come here came up, it was something I certainly wasn't not going to explore. And as soon as I walked in the door, met the president, Nick Wallace, and the committee, and I felt very at home straight away. And I thought, this would be a great opportunity to come to a club that wants some direction and wants to move forward, and that suited me very well at the time.
And what was perhaps the deciding factor for that decision?
No, look, it's a challenge. It's and for me, I've come through the lower levels as coaching to become an assistant coach at the highest level in Melbourne in the Victorian Premier League. And I took my first senior job back at a Division 3 club and had great success there and fantastic times. And then moved my way through to the Brisbane Premier League, where I came to Peninsula in 2007, halfway through the season. And this club is exactly the same sort of feel as what I found when I walked in the door for the first time at Peninsula Power. And had 6 great years at Peninsula with some massive success. And I felt this is exactly the same feeling, and I thought this is what I need at this time in my career.
As you touched on, you do have an extensive coaching history, having been head coach MPL sides Moreton Bay, Olympic, and more recently Western Pride. How do you think that level of coaching will translate to community level here at Samford, and will you have to adapt your approach at all?
No, I don't think I'm going to adapt my approach. I think the club and the players will have to adapt their approach. So for me now, it's about bringing some professionalism from the highest level, and these players getting the opportunity to work with a coach that has also too transitioned all the way through to the top. And I feel that that's going to be a massive bonus for them. All of the coaches that are at the club as well are now going to get opportunities to work with someone. And through my career as a junior coach coming through to senior level, I didn't get that opportunity until I hit reserve team football, where Gus McLeod in Melbourne was a Victorian Premier League coach, a legend. He dropped 4 divisions and came into a local club exactly like what I've just done. And he gave me a massive opportunity that set up my career. And I look at my career now, 23 years on in the coaching game, and still going strong. And I learnt from Gus what you can put back into football by not thinking you have to stay at the top. Disappointed I haven't got a chance to go to the A-League, but also too very excited that I can come back to the capital leagues and the Brisbane Premier Leagues and be well respected and welcomed into a football family that makes you feel good.
Have you been given a brief by the club as to what they're expecting from you next season?
Yeah, look, the thing that won me here is their philosophy. It's the most simple philosophy I've seen in my entire career. And Nick Wallace's, main thing to me is that, be the best you can be. And to be honest with you, as soon as he sold that to me, that won me. To be the best you can be. Well, if I can come to Samford and be the best that I can be, which means that I need to be happy, working with coaching staff that want to follow one direction, the players want to go one direction, the club wants to go one direction. If we can all be the best we can be, that's the committee, that's the volunteers, that's the players, that's the coaches, and myself as a head coach, then that's the biggest thing that's going to drive us to success.
What would you say is probably one main element you will be bringing to the club?
Direction, definitely direction. Lots of fun. As everyone knows around, my time in football in Brisbane, I love lots of fun. And hopefully my experience can not just benefit the players, but also to the coaches. I'm very keen to work with the coaches and be around and be a talking to point for kids and help everyone through the community and that side of things too.
And are there any key signings you'd like to allude to?
It's not about the names, it's about key positions. I have brought in those positions straight away. So there was 4 key positions that Steve identified, and I filled those within the first week. But key signings that I would talk about is the experience again. Paul Brownlee is coming to the club as a reserve team coach and assistant to myself. Jason McKee will be the first team assistant. Jason's a Samford boy. And Michael McAvoy, who once again seasoned professional. Michael's played under me at 2 clubs. Whenever I've called on him, he's come in and done a fantastic job. Those key guys there are a very, very key element to me. The rest of the players, look, doesn't matter who they are. They could be one of the best players running around in Queensland. They might drop down to this level. It's all of the players that I need to sign to make sure they can get the job done.
It's you, not you. Who?
Well, to me, I've sort of lost you guys a little bit there, but just with the coverage. But look, I can only go on what Steve Forsyth says to me and tells me about the leagues. And we play Liam's team on Sunday. The big worry for Steve has been Carina. And to be honest with you, there hasn't been too much discussed about other sides. It's been about Carina, and we focused, 4 or 5 weeks ago on playing FFA Cup round 1. We focused on playing when the league came out round 1, and then we focused on playing at home against AC Carina on round 2. So, our big things 5 or 6 weeks ago was to focus on those first 3 weeks, and we thought if we can get results in the first 3 weeks, that'll be a very good sort of heading for us. And to be honest with you, we've got the first 2 right, and and we'll look forward to playing AC Carina and Liam on Sunday, because we think that's going to be sort of a pretty good head tail to where we're at, certainly with things at the moment.
Liam, just in case we did have some sound issues there, can I get you to repeat the club that you thought would go up instead? Again?
Oh, Samford for sure. Samford.
Oh, so you're tipping each other.
Well, we have to. That's realistically though. That's no disrespect to. That's not being disrespectful for anyone else. I just know what Steve Forsyth, who's been around the leagues a long time, like what he's told me and about our opposition, and his worry for us has been our game this Sunday. He thinks that's the big test for us in the league, and that's his view. And I've known Liam a long time, and that's no disrespect to anyone else, Ipswich or whoever else. That's just at the moment our view, and we'll get to Sunday, and then we'll talk about it again in 2 or 3 weeks' time.
Yeah, for sure. I've asked you to pick someone, so you've got to,
It's like I said though, Darren. I've been picking Samford for the last couple of years. Since they've come to the leagues, I've always fancied them. They've got some quality young players, and I even said to Steve end of last year when we were having a chat that if they can keep those players, they'll be the team to beat. They'll be the benchmark, and I think with Terry coming in with the experience that he has, he'll take them to the next level, and I seriously think they'll be the benchmark for every other team this year for sure.
We've all been stuck at home. Obviously, you're keen to see the football get up and going. Are you looking forward to getting down to Parklands again and watching some football? And how do you think we'll go this season?
Well, being 70 and restricted to home, Steve, until they get a vaccine for the coronavirus, we're pretty much screwed. But yeah, very much want to watch the boys play. But, the last 5 years, we've had bad times and good times, but 5 years ago in Capital 4, we started this resurgence, and now the football we played has just been fabulous in the last 5 years, and I've enjoyed every minute of that. Not too many games I've missed. I've missed no home games. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this year as well, sitting up on the hill with the sun at your back rather than looking into the sun in the afternoons. But I think I'm hopeful we'll get a few games in pretty soon, so that'll be really good. I think the new coach, he's been a great acquisition, and we're going to have a good season.
Life is changing in Australia as it is changing all around the world. Life is going to continue to change as we deal with the global coronavirus. This is a once-in-a-100-year type event. We haven't seen this sort of thing in Australia since the end of the First World War.
One second, please. 1 second. 1 second. Please, please, please. I want to introduce the great maestro, Andrea Bocelli, is here for you. And I want to say to you, we are champions because you push too much behind us. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you.
Era all'orizzonte mancan le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me su le finestre, mostra a tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso, chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada. Time to wait again. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso si rivivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari.
Parklands for this Saturday night round 5 Premier Cup
Esistono più
BPL for the next season.
con te io li vivrò.
Chances
Quando
Forsyth
sei
and
lontana
City
sogno
really well.
all'orizzonte mancan le
Chance there.
parole.
Rangers.
E io sì lo so che sei con me.
Chance of third. Denied.
Mia
Well,
luna, tu sei
by
qui
Hayes
con
Berman
me.
getting down Ruddles.
Io sole tu sei qui con me. Con me,
Rangers at the other end. That's a solid coming together.
con me.
Between Roy and Embarrassing.
I'm
Get it cleared. Played across, mistake at the back, and allows Forsyth in. And the opener goes the way of the Samford Rangers. Dane Forsyth, the number 10. Goal here. March here for a second before half time. Here's a huge chance. Right inside the shot coming in from Shadwell. Hay at the other end. Here is a huge chance this time. It's far post, a header. Midfield flag stays down. Chance here to double their advantage for the Rangers. The shot coming in. They do. 2-0 to the Rangers. Jack Panther and goes and celebrates in front of the he's already got one, now he's got two. And it's 3-0. And yes, he is going to celebrate yet again in front of those home fans. Close the full part this stand. The scenes here at the Samford Parklands, 3-1. They have defeated the Lakes to lift the title in the Village Roar Brisbane Capital Letters.
Claudio Ranieri, winner of the Premier League, being serenaded by a world-famous tenor and a fellow Italian, Andrea Bocelli. Goodness me, they know how to play football. They've shown that over 36.
Let's do it for the supporters, let's do it for ourselves, let's do it for your families.
We love it.
Remember this. Oh my God. Remember this. It's in that November-December period. And I tell you, I told you guys when I come to the club in the first month of our training sessions, right? The bar was here. The level to win the league was here. Not one team, two teams. 36, 40 players. Boys, we've raised the bar and you've got to here and you've won a championship. Fucking brilliant. Yeah!